Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Today we're looking at who crafted it better. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Hope you're all looking after yourselves both mentally and physically, and you keep pushing those barriers, you keep pushing those boundaries, and you're on target for your goals in 2024, and you keep laying the foundations, you keep growing and excelling in 2024 to making sure you hit your targets and your goals by the end of the year. And also, please do check out the Shoe Dog podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. We talk about sneaker drama, sneaker news, sneaker bad behavior, because we always take that to sneaker court of public opinion. And also, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do, because today we're breaking it down. We're looking at who crafted it the best, because we're looking at the crafted series. I'm not talking about the twos, I'm talking about the crafted series in my rotation. I'm talking about the handcrafted ones, talking about the crafted threes, crafted fours, and the crafted fives, except for the Bordeaux variation, which doesn't exist in our rotation, because that wasn't really a crafted variation, even though it looked like a crafted variation. But caveat to that, let's look at this crafted variation, guys. So the objective of this review today is basically to look at the crafted variations to see who crafted it the best. And I'm going to give you two subjects. I'm going to give you my favorite craft variations and who I think crafted it the best. And basically I'm going to run through the pairs that I've got, because I can only give you the opinion on the pairs I got. So first up, let's take a look at the handcrafted ones. So hey, presto shebang, and as you can see, guys, this is the handcrafted one. I like this model a lot because basically it reminds me of the biohacks, all the different variations. It's taken a lot of different colorways and put it onto there. You can get the forest green, you get the burgundy at the back, or the Bordeaux at the back. You've got basically mocha on this sneaker as well, white underlays, and then you got the two-tone laces, as you can see, black to going into that orange. It kind of reminds me of that Union vibe, the first Union pair that actually came out, which actually come and did that. As you can see, it turns from black to actually infrared on the actual top lace. It kind of matches the tongue as well. And obviously, if you haven't seen the review, go and check the review out, because inside the lining as well is diamond cut as well, diamond stitch cut as well. As you can see, guys, it's got that diamond double stitch turfed kind of stitching on this as well. As you can see, guys, absolutely dope, absolutely beautiful. But I got to say, this is the sneaker that absolutely started it all, because basically when they did the handcrafted one, this was supposed to be the premium variation of the Jordan 1, handcrafted, not manufactured, properly handcrafted. And as you can see the double stitch on the tops there as well. You can see basically different colorways. The leather on this is absolutely dope, and it is a dope variation, and that goes in. I don't think a lot of people felt this actual stitching or this stitch overlay on the actual wings logo. Basically it kind of reminds them of the COJPs with that. I think the COJP's got like a clear bubble around it, but this is kind of that same flex and vibe. There was another craft variation that came out, I think it was like a proto or something like that. It was horrendous. That the level was crazy. But on this, as you can see, it's got 3M on this with extended like underlay panels on there from the Bordeaux up to the top there as well, and it's got extended toe where it's actually got 3M on the toe there as well. This is the first sneaker that actually handcrafted it, and we kind of brought it to a different variation, but it is dope. This is absolutely dope. In my opinion, probably one of the best crafted variations in that range, because it started and it basically set the trend for the actual craft variation. Next up is the Jordan 4 craft, and hey presto shebang, and as you can see, you got the Photon dust and you got the olive variation. And to be honest, the olive variation is absolutely dope, guys. As you can see, from the Photon dust to the olive variation, and this is still Dell's Pay, still got to pick this up. But as you can see, guys, you can see that Photon dust reminds you of the cool grey. You got the off-white basketball eyelets or aged out basketball eyelets there, and on top there as well. The tongue as well is more of this suede tongue. As you can see, it's got extra cuts and extra kind of stitching there on the toe there and there up there as well, which you don't get on the Jordan 4. This was absolutely dope, and you got the additional little patch at the top there as well to kind of earmark this as being the crafted variation. And on this crafted variation, as you can see, guys, you got the actual cracked leather on one side and like sleek leather on the other side. It was just so different, and it brought like this, almost like this military blue flex to this actual craft variation with the suede on the sole. Absolutely dope sneaker. And obviously similar to the actual variation for the olives, as you can see, guys, still got that patch, still got the additional cut points and the extra stitch points, and obviously at the back there as well, and it's still got this suede on this as well. No crack leather on this variation as well. This is unique and kind of so great. The olive variation is so great, and obviously trying to give you that Travis vibe on the actual Jordan 4, but cream Jumpman on the back as well, and obviously the netting's been removed on both of these pairs to actually give you more of that embossed look rather than that actual mesh look to our actual sneaker. This is dope. Both of these variations are dope, and this Jordan 4 is absolutely cold, absolutely fire sneaker in my personal opinion. And ironically, all of the other craft variations sold out and are hard to get, but this is still there because they made loads of these, and this is absolutely beautiful, guys. The third variation of craft we're going to look at today is the Jordan 5 craft, and as you can see, guys, very simplistic, very basic, but very, very unique in its own way, because obviously it brings more of a canvas look to the upper. As you can see from the mesh here, all of this is more of a canvas flex on the sneaker, and then you got that more of a suede sole, just like the 4s. Absolutely dope. And you can see on that top as well, you got suede on there. Orange hits the sneaker, which I think does really good justice to the sneaker, because if it was all white also, I think it would just go under the radar. Translucent outsole, as you can see, and obviously canvas crack. It almost, the back panel with the Jumpman looks like it's cracked suede, which is phenomenal the way they actually executed that. I like this better than the actual blue variation. The blue variation wasn't even a craft variation or the Bordeaux variation. I was expecting a Georgetown 5, but didn't get the Georgetown 5, but we got this instead. Maybe we'll get that in the future, but this is super dope. Absolutely simplistic, absolutely basic, but still brings some of that craft variation with different material blockings. The whole thing about the craft variation is bringing different material blockings, different colorways, and different kind of material patterns to the sneaker to actually make it different and unique. And this is what it's done. I don't think a lot of people will liking this, but I still think this is a dope rendition of the actual craft, especially when it hits the craft 5, and it's quite hard to get a Jordan 5 wrong. This is dope. I like this a lot. But yeah, Jordan 5 craft, guys. Last but not least is the Jordan 3 craft, which is released this year, and hey presto shebang. And as you can see, guys, go and check out the review if you haven't seen it already. Absolutely dope. The materials on this is fire, absolutely beautiful. Something about an all white Jordan 3 is absolutely beautiful, guys. And as you can see, the material on this is crazy. The underlay panels, the suede underlay panels, which actually extend the overlay panels, which is actually like the handcrafted ones. I thought this was going to be free and reflective, which is actually not, but it is still a dope rendition. This actual grey material, or the grey extended material, hits the actual top there as well, where the eyelets or the lace holes are, and obviously more of that translucent actual back tab there with the Jumpman and the Nike Air swoosh on the back as well, as you can see. Super dope. That's from the Denim Freeze, and that's actually from the Balvin Freeze, which actually took from the Denim Freeze. It is dope to see a rendition. They actually put all of the actual different variations on this sneaker. You can see more of a Sakai look with a double Jumpman on there as well. Absolutely dope. Peach to this absolutely brings something unique to this. It's a peach translucent, almost light gumsole outsole. It is dope. So super dope, super fire. Grey, white, almost like an ivory white, and then obviously the sailed out back tab. Super dope peach vibes to this. Such a great sneaker. I love this. Absolutely dope. And as you can see, the aged out midsole, so dope. This is the 4th variation, I think, of the craft. I love the craft variations, to be honest, but now I'm about to give you my order on my favorites and then what I think crafted it the best. So I have 5 sneakers in the rotation, so I'm going to give you my top 5 from 5 to 1. I'm going to give you my favorite craft variations in my rotation, then I'm going to give you what I think in terms of the crafted variation, who did it the best. So number 5 on this list I'm looking at this is, hey presto shebang. Even though I like the Jordan 5 craft, I don't think it was my favorite out of all of them, because I think there's other variations in the silhouettes that they've done that are actually better, but this is still super dope. I love this sneaker. I will definitely wear this sneaker in the summertime. This is a sneaker that you need to wear in the summertime, and just be careful of that canvas look because it will get dirty. So make sure you got some crep protect on this if you want to crep protect it, but if you are wearing it safely, make sure you wear it safely. Number 5 is the Jordan 5 craft. Number 4 is the Jordan 4 craft Photon Dust, because I think this is just another cool grey colorway which actually was crafted up to represent a craft variation. I like this. It's lighter than the cool greys because the cool greys are darker, but this is still a fire colorway. It's fire, basically really nicely executed, and it is such a dope variation. When I first saw this, I actually wanted this. So number 4 is the Jordan 4 crafts. Number 3 is, hey presto shebang, it's the Jordan 1 craft, basically the daddy of all the crafts, the one that actually did it the first in terms of the handcrafted vibe, in terms of my rotation. This is absolutely dope. The colorways are dope. The actual execution is dope. The materials are dope. This is crafted to perfection. There's no QC errors or issues with this. And this is a sneaker, in about a couple of years time, a lot of people will look back and think, wow, this was absolutely dope. I like this. This is a 3rd in my actual count. Number 2 is, hey presto shebang. You know it was coming up. It was a Jordan 3 craft. This sneaker is wild. This sneaker is crazy. This sneaker is perfection. In my personal opinion, I don't mind the extended grey panels on this. I don't mind the way they execute this. I don't mind if it's all white with grey and a little touch of peach. This quality on this sneaker, the execution on the sneaker, the back tab on the sneaker, the double jump man on the sneaker, it just cries out Jordan 3 with a dip dye touch in the ocean of the craftness. And that's what it kind of brings. Absolutely dope. Fire. Number 2, the Jordan 3 Craft. And last but not least, it is, hey, presto, shabang. You know it was going to be the olive variation, and ironically this was the easiest one to get out of all of them, which is crazy because this is super fire, bringing some of that Travis vibe to the sneaker, bringing some of that undefeated, and a lot of people switched the laces out to orange, and that was crazy because this is like an undefeated Travis Scott vibe to the sneaker. Absolutely dope, crafted to perfection. A lot of people didn't feel the mesh, but this is a dope pair, and if you haven't seen this in your collection, if you haven't seen this in your rotation, if you haven't seen this in hand online, you need to go check this out. This is one of the dopest fours that probably released last year. Absolutely dope, absolutely fire. Craft fours, olives, Jordan 4 olive craft, super fire, super dope. Go and check this out, guys. This is super crazy. So now let's take a look at who crafted the best, what silhouette crafted it the best, and what Jordan silhouette crafted the Jordan craft range the best. And let's take a look at from the reverse order. I'm gonna say the Jordan 5 craft variation was kind of like a poor rendition of a craft variation in my personal opinion. I think the material blocking was swapped out a lot, not a lot of change from the sneaker, just the material blocking. So I think the craft variation doesn't go well with this Jordan 5 in my personal opinion, but it's still a great colorway, still a great silhouette, and it's just a Jordan 5 with different material blockings. So it's kind of like a craft variation, but not like a craft variation. So that's my least favorite craft variation, or least favorite in terms of how they crafted it. I think number 3, or I think there's only 4. Number 3 is going to be the Jordan 4. I think it's dope rendition, dope material blocking, dope cuts, and dope kind of transitions into dope material layers in this, because obviously you've got kind of cuts there and stitches there all over the place, and you got patch there. I don't understand that patch at the back, but maybe it's just a tribute to the craft variation or the materials they use, or the suede material they use. But yeah, a lot cracked, even like the variation between the olive and the actual Photon dust, there's different material blockings on it. But I think the Jordan 4 is basically my kind of iteration to a nice subtle craft variation. I do like it as a dope variation, dope rendition, dope sneaker in my personal opinion. But yeah, number 3 is kind of like the Jordan 4 craft. So number 2 in my personal opinion is going to be, hey presto, shabang, which is the Jordan 1 craft, the handcrafted premium materials. Absolutely dope. Material block is swapped out. It takes something from the unions. I kind of think like with the craft variations, you kind of can swap the materials, swap the cuts, bring something unique with like the 3M material with the overlays on there, on the underlays on there, but you can kind of bring something different, and you can kind of bring a different flex. You can see some of that Travis influence on the actual brown mocha. You can see some of that union influence on this actual laces swap or the lace transition, and you can also see some of that influence on different kind of layerings or different kind of patches from the Jordan 1 with that actual wings logo patch there. It is different, it's unique, and obviously you got that stitch or the diamond stitching, double diamond stitching on the actual inner lining as well. There's something unique about this Jordan 1 which actually brings something different, which I like, and it kind of transitions a lot of different things. It reminds me a lot of the biohack, if I'm honest. Different colors, but reminds me a lot of the biohacks. Absolutely dope. I like this rendition. This is number 2. So there's only one left in that rotation. You know it's going to be the Jordan 3 craft. I like this a lot. I think this is absolutely fire. Bringing some of that denim vibe to this, bringing some of that Sakai double swoosh, double Jumpman vibe to this, bringing some of that absolutely fantastic Jordan 1 underlay, overlay vibe to this. Subtle, unique dopeness. That's what I say. And it could be the silhouette. I love the Jordan 3 silhouette, so it could be the silhouette. Not like I don't like the Jordan 5 silhouette, because that's my favorite. I think they did a poor job on the craft variation on that, but it's still a nice sneaker. But this Jordan 3 craft, I like it a lot. I know it might be a newish thing because of the newest Jordan 4 craft variation in my rotation, but I like this. I like the grey elephant print on this as well. Super dope, super fire, super wearable sneaker, and that's what it's all about. A wearable Jordan sneaker. I like this. So my number 1, I think Jordan 3 crafted it the best. The extended underlay panels, the double Jumpman, the translucent out tab, that is dope. Super dope in my personal opinion. This sneaker is fire. like absolutely fire. So that's my opinion, that's what I think, that's why I take to that. What you guys think? What is your best crafted variation? Is there something I missed? I haven't got the Jordan 2, I haven't checked that, and there's a lot of mid-craft variations out there. Go and check them out, guys. But yes, the main ones that actually released from Jordan brand that were really like kind of hyped about and were released to the general public, I think, which actually went quite quickly, are these variations. But yeah, Jordan 3 craft, absolute magnificence. That's my personal opinion. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always come back. Leave your thoughts and comments and let me know what you think about the craft variation. Do you actually like the craft variation? Do you rock the craft variation? And would you buy any other variations if they're released? And let's not even talk about that Bordeaux Georgetown craft that they didn't even name as craft. That was poor. That was absolutely poor. I think that takes a couple of points off that actual Jordan 5 craft in my personal opinion. But yes, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions, let's all have a conversation. But like I do at the end of the reviews, hope you have an amazing week, amazing month, and an amazing year, and I hope you guys cop the sneakers you like, because you deserve to get the sneakers you want. From me, TJ, I love Kid Customs. Peace out for now, guys, and peace.